Damn, how lucky are we? Today, I'm brown enough. I am joined by the incomparable Gina Torres. Yes, her. An icon of stage and screen, whose presence has shaped entire worlds. From Firefly to Hamlet to Suits to 911, Gina has made a career of playing roles with strength, grace, and depth. Roles she often had to fight for long before the industry knew what to do with a woman like her. We talk about craft, confidence, longevity, and the audacity it takes to build a career on your own terms. We get into representation, resilience, joy, and what it means to hold your power in a business that rarely gives it freely.
And as artists, you have to be in the moment. I mean, I think that's why artists at the end of the day are so brilliant, because our emotional acuity is so high.
This is a conversation about talent, yes, but also about legacy, courage, and the brilliance of a woman who has spent decades expanding what is possible for the rest of us. Enjoy.
I came up in the theater. I made my bones in the theater, grew up in New York City. So that's all I did for like the first 10, 11 years of my life was theater, off-Broadway, off-Broadway readings. I did regional theater, did musicals, was on Broadway in 2 crash and burn productions. That's all I did. And it's all I wanted to do. And so my television career happened and then blew up. And so theater and television are not good mates.
No, they're not.
They are just not good mates.
I wish they were.
The schedules are they just don't get along. And so, 5 years go by and you do a little something, and then another 8 years go by before something else comes. And so this just came along at the perfect place, at the perfect time. And a role that wasn't even on my list of things to do. And
You were Mama?
I was Gertrude.
Cool.
Yeah. I was Gertrude. And, and Shakespeare's no joke. I mean, I done...
Wait, so had you done theater? Was it like, has it been TV, and then you just went right back into Shakespeare?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a jump.
Yeah. Yeah. The last time I did a Shakespearean play, I was in my 20s. And I looked at the language, and I'd been to Shakespeare. I always go to the theater. I always looked, but then wrapping my brain and my mouth around these words for the first time in, I'm sure, 30 years, I was like, what the
This work, huh?
fuck? Yeah. It was, it's in there. Thankfully, it was in there. Everything kicked in. I was able to do it. But man, my menopausal brain was not happy with myself.
When theater is right, there's truly nothing like it in the world.
Yeah.
I will always do it. I'm deeply in love with it.
Yeah.
When it's right, when it's bad, there's nothing worse in the world.
Oh my God, there's nothing worse. Yes.
But when it's right, you literally have healed people.
Mm.
Everyone is healed.
Yeah.
Everyone is more present. Everyone has been lifted.
Yes.
Everyone has been transported to this moment. And I think a good movie can do that.
Yes.
More than television, because we're in our homes.
Mm-hmm.
Something about going to the movies, and a movie, you're in a separate third space.
Right.
Literally the theater.
Right. It's communal. I mean,
Yeah.
we're all talking about communal experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But when it's right, it is so good. So is there a bug in you? Are you like maybe more, or you're like I
don't know. I think that my experience this time is reflective of what you just said. I get to choose now what I spend my time doing, what speaks to me, what makes sense to me. Where before, when I was doing theater, it was like I had to do the things, like I was out there, I was auditioning, I was trying to get everything that I could. I was getting my career off the ground. So there wasn't a whole lot of choice involved in it. And when that's all you do, you don't, I mean, I didn't know how freaking hard I was working. It wasn't until
Yeah.
I went back that I went, oh,
Well, yeah, until you stop,
oh,
you don't know.
I was working this hard all the time.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that you don't work hard doing TV, that you don't work hard
Different
doing.
muscles.
It's just it's different. It's the same. I think how you move your energy is different than how you move your energy when you're in the theater.
That's a beautiful way of describing it. I had a great teacher tell me once, and like I'm now seeing the dots connected. Because so much of television is wait, go.
Yeah,
You have to know how to conserve that go energy
absolutely.
and then lock right into go energy. But in theater, it's just go like until the end,
Right.
you know, like beginning
Right.
to ending. And I love what you said, just a different way to conserve and use the energy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like a
And
gorgeous
move it
way.
around.
So it would be I guess I should have you introduce yourself.
Oh,
Who
we
am I
went right
speaking
into
with?
it,
Yeah.
didn't we? Hey, I'm Gina Torres.
Gina, you're an icon. I think that's fair to say. You okay with that?
Well, that's a big word.
It's a
but
big word.
It's a big word.
I think you're an icon. I've
God
been in
bless
spaces with
Thank
you where you are the pinnacle, the ideal, the mother, the so many things for so many young actors,
Yeah.
regardless of race, ethnicity, gender.
Yeah.
But then if you also just want to get into the whole Latinidad spectrum, you are such an icon for so many people. And so I'll start there with like giving you flowers, and
Thank
then
you.
how does it feel to receive them?
I like I said, that's a big word. It's lovely to receive flowers. It's hard to put myself in that context. Like that's because I know the people who I attach that word to, the people that mean that to me. And so it is a very heady to think that that's how people might describe me. I'm
Well,
still
isn't
Gina
that-
Torres out in the world trying to, trying to do more, trying to do the next thing, trying to.
Isn't it cool though that we become the thing we once admired?
Yes.
Like,
Yes. Absolutely.
I'm sure you had mentors, and now I'm sure you are mentoree.
Yes.
Or,
that I will take on. Yes, 100%.
to people, and I think that's like so beautiful. But it is so true. I've been in so many places where I've watched people go up to you and go, "Oh my God, I've watched you for so long," or "Oh my God, you were in my living room," or "Oh my God."
Yeah, absolutely. See, that doesn't that to me is just, oh, I'm that old. That's not icon. That's I grew up with you.
They're also
you grown ass person? Okay.
Well, there might be also a beautiful relationship to aging an icon.
Yes,
You
indeed.
can't be a 12-year-old icon.
Well,
Maybe
no,
you can.
Yeah. Well, some people
Yes.
might be.
Yeah.
Yes. No, but it's been such a lovely slow burn for me. So it
feels
just,
slow for you.
It just feels like I've been working my whole life. And so I don't feel like, oh, I peaked. Like I can't point to any one thing that says that was a game changer. You know what I mean? Like there are certain things that I think people can point to in their careers that say that changed how people saw me. But the fact is, how my career sort of unfolded and continues to unfold is that I mean a great many things to a great many people but in very different contexts. And that takes time. That's not just something that just happened,
So you have this foresight now, this this vision now because of the time that it's taken.
Mm-hmm.
I sometimes imagine how I will look back at my life even 10, 15, 20 years from now. And I imagine I'll have a little more spaciousness. But when I'm in it, and so it's two parts. I wonder if you still feel this way ever. But when I'm in it, sometimes I feel really, like last week, I was grumpy, I was graspy, I was needy. I wanted more things than I had.
Yeah.
I was wanting. And so does that still come up for you, or has that faded at all? And yeah, what is this understanding? Did you always just have this understanding of time in this way? Or were you so focused in it once that you were like still stressed by it? You wanted this, you didn't have that. Yeah.
Of course. Absolutely. No, I was not born Yoda. There is a wisdom that comes, but there's also it's a wisdom that comes with a kind of surrender to the process, to life in general. Do I wake up in the morning and still want? Absolutely. I think that's part of the human condition, is a desire, not necessarily for more in terms of the tangible more, a bigger house, a better car, that pair of shoes, and an ease with which you hope that will come. I think that craving for more at a certain point becomes fulfillment. And you realize that fulfillment comes in a different way. It's not success as we are all taught what success is. It is a fulfillment that only you can give yourself when you realize that it's not outside of yourself. It's when you go, my life is good right now. And if my life isn't good right now, with everything that I have around me, whatever that everything is, then that's a bigger question. So, do I have the friendships that fulfill me? Do I have a sense of a connection to my own self and my own purpose that fulfills me, that gives me a rudder in terms of how I navigate my choices? And so when those start to fall into place, then the outside stuff doesn't even matter. The chatter doesn't even matter. It always starts from the inside.
Yeah, and inside, like if I were to imagine the image, our energy comes this way versus this way.
Yeah.
Consume. I say a lot, like we have been trained to consume.
Yeah.
Consume compliments, consume accomplishments, consume. And if all the things we consumed were actually meant to fill us, don't we think we'd be full by now?
Right.
And so you mentioned a couple of these inside out energies, friendships.
Yeah.
You put that at number one. Is that your number one?
Oh, friendships relationships are everything. Fulfilling reciprocal relationships. Absolutely.
In this crazy isolated, lonely world.
Yeah. Especially now. I'm so grateful. That's another thing that is the great gift of having been born when I was born. There wasn't this social media madness. There wasn't.
It's bad, right?
It's awful.
It's awful.
I mean, I had a rotary phone growing up. It wasn't. I wasn't attached to my phone. I wasn't. So, I was reading on the subways. If I got a busy signal on a phone, I had to wait to talk to that person until there was.
And when you waited, you actually waited. You didn't wait you weren't like, while I'm waiting, I'll look at this and this and this. You waited.
I waited. Just like I waited through commercial breaks watching TV. There wasn't streaming. There seems to have been this constant unknowingly. I mean, you look back on it now, but it was all like a meditation and patience in a
Mm.
way. If you had to wait for something, if you had to wait for, and it goes back to, the earning of it. Oh, you earned that half hour that you got to talk to somebody on the phone because
You wait.
you waited. There are just so many things
And now they try to
that you
take
can
waiting
attribute
away
to
from
that.
us by you can text. Now you
Yeah,
can text the bot. You don't even like hearing you say that makes me think, wow, what a blessing to be an artist at that time,
yeah,
because younger generations literally don't know how to wait.
no,
And what is more being an artist than waiting?
waiting and being quiet, being still, understanding that there's value in stillness, that there's value in listening, in shutting out all the people. That people really don't even know how to have conversations anymore because they're so ready to. They're not listening to the conversation. They're waiting for a
Response.
lull to respond to whatever it is that they've already decided they're going to respond to, not in real time to the conversation that's happening. They're just it's this cacophony of points, of bullet points, as
Cacophony
opposed
of points,
to
yeah.
actually having a conversation
And a
with
cacophony of
somebody.
points is exactly what social media has trained us to do, or
Yeah,
like every New York Times article, or right, it's just bullet points, but no one reads the article.
yeah, yeah,
Like
exactly.
everyone will tell you the headline, but no one reads the
Nobody
article.
reads the article. Well, I saw, really, what did you see? Because you saw it. But did you read it? And I know this because I've been clickbait.
Mm,
I've actually, that's actually happened where, where some publication will use something to click on that I'm involved in, and it's got nothing to do with me, or it's got nothing to do with the thing that they clicked on. Um, so yeah, that's kind of that's the world that we're living in. And as artists, um, you have to listen.
yeah.
You have to be in the moment. Because it helps our I mean, I think that's why artists at the end of the day are so brilliant, because our emotional acuity is so high. It can be. Well, there's some of us that are narcissists as well. That's different. It's a different conversation. But our emotional acuity, in terms of being able to empathize and understanding what that is, really understanding what that is is something that I think we need more of.
The artist who I believe and hope for take on the moniker of what I believe an artist is. In this clickbaity world,
Mm-hmm.
we sell a lot of things as art that are not art.
Yeah.
And art in its truest birthright since the beginning of time has such value to a community, to the health of a community. It's why when a dictator takes over, the first thing to go are artists and lawyers and doctors.
Yes.
Like, it says something. Those
Mm-hmm.
people have to go.
Yeah.
They can disrupt what I'm trying to do here. And that's what it is. We are disruptive. And in order to be disruptive, you must listen and pay attention.
Yeah.
And let that paying attention come through your bloodstream and tickle you, or bring out rage in you, or lust, and then you let it out in however you choose to let it out. But I agree with you. I think we're devoid of art. But also I know we're not, because I'm sitting with you and I'm sitting with Ida and I'm sitting with all these amazing people.
Yeah.
So there's one half. Ida was just talking about, like, there's two people. I make art for people who still read books, and then and then there's the other people. Like,
Yeah.
If you don't like it, that's okay.
Yeah. And both things have always been true.
Yeah.
You know, I don't believe that we are devoid of art. I don't believe that we've ever been devoid of art. I think there have been moments in time where it's been harder than others for an artist to speak truth, for any entity to, such an overused phrase in some ways, but speaking truth to power has been difficult at certain times in our history, right? Um, but and two things have always been true. We as human beings want to be entertained, need to be entertained, crave to aspire and and aspire into a reality that may or may not align with where we are ourselves,
Yeah,
right?
100%.
That wish fulfillment, that fantasy, that um, it serves two purposes. It's fabulously entertaining as somebody who grew up at the height of the nighttime soap opera, right? Dynasty and Dallas and all these ridiculously beautiful people doing ridiculously terrible things to each other while wearing ridiculously great clothes, spending absurd amounts of money. So that's fun, but that's also like, can I be that fabulous? Is that possible? What do I have to do to get there? And then the flip side of that same coin is the lesson that all those shows actually taught us. Like, horrible things happen to horrible people. And we can learn something. There's value in the art that teaches us what another life might look like.
There's value in the art that teaches us what another life might look like. Yeah.
And so at its best, what we do, as I know what certainly what we do as actors, is we're mirrors. At our best, we are mirrors of the world around us. We are mirrors of the humanity in which we live and breathe and seek and evolve and hope to better. That's what we do.
How'd you know you wanted to be a mirror? And yeah. How'd you know you wanted to be a mirror?
I didn't know I wanted to be a mirror per se. I didn't know that's the world I was getting into. I knew that God, my first love were those big, beautiful musicals.
Oh, you're a musical.
Yeah, so I'm a musical
Kid.
baby. So I'm a musical kid. So that was my first love. I mean, my boyfriend in my head was Fred Astaire. I was Ginger, and then then I grew up a little bit, and then it was Gene Kelly. But it was the magic of it. It was how that made me feel that anything was possible, and that the world is a beautiful place. And that's me growing up in the Bronx, in the South Bronx in New York City. And then when I was in high school, and I still, loved that. So like, I don't know how to get into that world. I don't know what that is. I consumed television and consumed movies. And then I was in high school and we got tickets to see a Broadway show.
First one.
Yes.
Cool.
So it was the first one. And it was a show. It was a play that isn't done very often at all. I can't even tell you if it's been revived since I've seen it. It was called Joe Egg. And Tim Daly and Stockard Channing were in it. And it's a two-hander. It's just the two of them on stage, 90 minutes straight. And they play this married couple who has a special needs son. And that is the first.
But the sun's not in it.
The son's not in it. And it's like it's a dramedy. And I just remember sitting there in the darkness as a kid. And it couldn't have been less like a musical. It was absolutely the antithesis of a musical. And I just saw these two people playing with each other on stage, and they took the audience on this ride where you laughed with them, and they laughed at each other and with each other, and and you cried, and that's the moment where I went, that I want to do that. I want to make somebody feel all of that.
Joe Egg.
Yeah, Joe Egg.
I have to look it up. I want to see it. Have you read it recently, or have you?
I haven't read it recently,
or seen it, or nothing. Just
no,
that one time.
It was just that one time. It was just, and Stockard, I believe I know she got nominated for that performance. I can't remember if she won, but it was quite something.
High school was the same for me. It was Medea at BAM.
Oh, okay, yes.
And it was the moment that Medea picked up her children. In this performance, Medea goes behind the glass, picks up her children, and smashes them against the glass. Yeah, I still get chills because it was so. I was like, she's doing that. And I was like, that's happening.
Yes.
But I knew it wasn't happening. But I was like, that's happening.
Yes.
And everyone in the audience went 3 times. Because 3 smashes, like 3 kids.
Right.
And everyone would go,
Right.
And that was my like, oh, we can do that. But unlike Joe Egg, I've seen so many Medeas.
Yes. Do you remember who that first Medea was for you?
I don't.
Okay.
And I've seen Annette Bening do it. I've seen some pretty cool people do it, but none touched that BAM performance.
Wow.
15 years old, none touched that performance at BAM, and it's that one. It just takes one.
Yeah, it does.
To like click, which makes you wonder: is it like a seed germinating in us that only needs the right amount of sunlight and air and water to come alive?
Probably.
Like you're born with the seed.
Yeah, I do. I honestly believe that it's a calling, because any sane person wouldn't do this, wouldn't voluntarily just sign up for all of this bullshit.
It's hard. It's so hard. It's so hard.
And I am as normal as it gets. I am like, ask anybody that knows me. I'm like recta, hecha y derecha. It's like, and yet here I am.
Yeah.
So it has to be something. And, again, high school, I remember I had a music teacher that so very clearly said, if after everybody that you know and love and respects tells you you're insane, don't do this, and you want to do it anyway, then you're supposed to be doing this. Mm-hmm. And it's not so much that he gave me permission, but he made me feel like, oh, okay, I am okay. That's what it is.
Well, we need that too in the journey.
Yeah.
So we need to like catch the air and water that germinates the seed.
Yeah.
And just because the seed is now growing doesn't mean we're going to like continue to nurture it. It takes those other people to say, yes. Yeah. You can.
Yeah, it's okay. Poke your head up out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's all right. There's going to be some wind, but it's going to make your stalk stronger. Mm-hmm. It's okay. It's good.
And so then my next thought is about, and I hate this word, it's going to come up.
Uh-oh.
I hate it.
Yeah.
It's like authenticity. It's like, it's representation,
Yes.
It's overused. If you say it enough times, it starts to lose its meaning. And I believe that's the design of it. I believe
it can be.
Yeah. You know. And so even when you're growing up, there was not a lot of representation.
God, no.
There's not a lot now.
No.
and yet you still had the courage, the wherewithal, it doesn't matter, energy,
Yeah.
the audacity,
Yeah.
whatever.
I'm gonna be the first one.
Was that it? Yeah. Was that what you had?
Yeah, for quite some time it was, and I think you may or may not hear this from other, people of color who are in the industry who said, well, I'm just going to change it.
Yeah.
I'm the one that's going to change it. Those rules don't apply to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be different. So yeah, there's a beautiful kind of audacity that takes over, the young artist brain that is
It's the
so
only way I'm here.
necessary.
I agree.
It's so necessary.
Yeah. And now, again, I have to use the word icon because you were that shining light for a little person who says, little body of culture who says, well, yeah, so can I. Right.
Right.
And in essence, that kind of gives you that moniker. Like,
Yes.
What's your relationship to representation now as someone who is working and is the moniker, but is it enough? It's not enough. What is that dance that you have to navigate now?
It is a dance. It's a dance that I is exhausting, that we're still having these conversations all these years later. It's a conversation that is necessary, but it can't exist in the same space that it existed 20 years ago. Meaning we can't be having the same conversation.
Yes.
We need to. I think some people are. Having the same conversation, and so I say that not because not to say that it's all fixed now. We can all go home. That's not how I mean it. We have to acknowledge that we have moved the ball forward. We have to acknowledge the fact that Gina Torres is still sitting here, that you have a podcast, that Christopher Rivas is still here, and that you have a platform. Those things would not have been possible when I started out, right? So we have to acknowledge that. So I say that it's not the same conversation, but now I'm going to bring it all full circle to what fills you. So it's not so much that, sure, we can have the conversation of we want more, but is that going to actually fill us up? Is more going to fill us up? Because what we're looking at is a landscape where more can be more roles about cartels, more roles about drug dealers, more roles about, right?
I mean, the last 6 auditions I've had have been criminals. I get a little emotional thinking about it now, but I feel wildly grateful that I got to just be a person on a sitcom.
Yeah.
Like I just had a job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except for one episode where my ethnicity came up, like it never came up. And I thought that was cool.
Right.
And in the last 6 have been criminals.
So that's more.
That's more.
That's more, but that's not near enough of what we need to fill our souls.
Yeah.
As artists, as human beings. And so that's the conversation I'm interested in having. I'm not interested in doing the historical drama where my people are still in chains or under the foot of, or ... Some of those are important and should absolutely be made. the balance of just being a human being in a coffee shop talking shit with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we need.
Yeah.
There are all kinds of things that people are willing to put their money into that keeps us in the same place, that keeps us seen and uh, 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 put under the the umbrella of victim and put upon and struggle. I need to move that.
Yeah.
I need to move more things into the column of joyful, successful, independent, kick ass leadership column. And then we can say, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember having a great conversation with Jesse Martin, where we're striving to have the right to be mediocre,
Mm-hmm.
just like everybody else.
Yeah. Carry yourself with the confidence of a mediocre white man.
You know what I'm saying? And that goes with our art. That goes with the content that we make for ourselves, that we put in. Everything cannot be a home run. Everything cannot check off every box, because we're often put in the positions of having to make something perfect, or else it's dismissed. If it's not perfect, it's a loss. It's like, but we got it made, and it's incredibly done. It's beautifully done. But I'm sorry, it didn't gross 500 billion. Okay.
And meanwhile, Joe Schmo here and Joe Schmo there can have multiple flops and then one good one, and they're a genius.
Yeah.
We have a shared.
They fail up.
Yes, they fail up.
Yeah. We don't get to fail up.
I don't think I've heard that term. Yeah, they fail up.
I cleaned it up. I cleaned it up for you.
We have a shared friend, Glow, and
yes,
she has told me that exactly what you said. Like, it really doesn't mean anything if you make my show and bank on it failing, so that it fills the quota for the next 8 years. Right. We gave them a show.
Right.
We gave them, quotation marks, a show. And it didn't go well. We gave them one season. We're probably good on our books for like 5 years.
Yeah. But meanwhile, something that has done more or less the same numbers will stay on the air.
For season 2 at least.
For season
maybe even
2
3.
at least. But we're the first on the chopping block.
Yeah.
Been there a few times.
Yeah. So not more. I do agree with you. Not more for more's sake.
Yeah. No, not more for more's sake. Because then what's the narrative?
Well, that's why You Playing Gertrude for me is honestly such a beautiful, and it's what the theater has always done for me more than. I love television. I gotta things I gotta pay for, student loans. Mm-hmm. Like mortgage, like
yeah.
But man, the things I'm able to be on a stage that I haven't been able to be yet on a camera.
Yeah.
And you being Gertrude, anybody. It's just a mother.
Yeah.
Everyone gets to be a mother.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone should be able to be a mother.
Absolutely. Who loves her son. She's got some issues. As does he. But yeah, she's a mother and a queen.
What are you excited about right now? In the world, it doesn't have to be work. It can be work. It can be anything.
Yeah, I'm a recent empty nester. So yeah, I dropped my daughter off at
school.
Pace. Yeah, school. She's doing great.
Cool.
I'm so excited for her. We tend to live such selfish lives. And a lot of the times they'll tell you, how do you, especially as women, right? Because that's a whole other conversation. Just as women in this industry, having a family, being in relationship, wanting to do it all, have it all. Um, is it possible? It can be. I think Katharine Hepburn said, "You can have it all, you just can't have it all at once."
Mm.
Um, but the fact that I have been able to have a career, have a family, take her with me, because I took her with me everywhere. That was the other thing. Um, and see her sort of take off and spread her wings.
Mm.
That's got to be one of the most gratifying. I mean, I can't even describe it. I can't even describe it. It's like my heart is floating around somewhere, living its best life, 3,000 miles away. And I could not have even fathomed that 18 years ago. Um, but yeah, she's good. She's a solid human being. So that gives me great joy.
It's awesome.
Yeah. I can't wait to see what's next for her.
And in a good city.
In a great city. In a great city, yeah.
In a great, great city. I wanted to go there. I didn't go.
Yes.
But I wanted to. I auditioned for a bunch. I chose CalArts, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
Because I was from New York, I didn't. It was time to. I couldn't stay. I thought about it.
Yeah.
It was just too much New York.
No, I understand.
And then I haven't been back. Would you ever live there?
Did I ever?
Would you ever live there again?
Would I live? I don't. Full time. No.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
No.
I don't know what it is, but it's just,
and I love going back.
It's the best going back.
I love going back.
Yeah.
I go. It's my. It's not a guilty pleasure because I don't feel the least damn bit guilty about it. But I'll I still have my place there. I'll go. I'll watch a shit ton of theater, see my friends, have great food, and just hang out, take it in, walk faster than I need to, because that's what happens when I'm there. I'll go with my partner and he's like, "Slow down." I'm like, "No, speed up."
Focus.
Focus. We've got to, and he's like he played football. It's like, look at the field. We got to get to here. We got to go this way.
He's also a big dude.
He's a big dude.
So
that's right.
He's taking up space on that sidewalk.
So watch. Here we go. But yeah, I knew New York's for young people, man. It really is. That hustle's for young people. I'm in the place in my life where I need more space. I need more quiet.
I think space helps it's a different level, but the artist, I think, needs both. And I think you're right. I think there's a youth element to the hustle, the drive, the chaotic energy of many people and stories and things.
Yes.
And I believe everybody should be there should be a course called being uncomfortably close to people.
Yes.
Like, I think subways are good for us,
Yes.
Like, it does. There's something that New Yorkers inherently have, that they're okay a little with space. Boundaries.
It's
that
all
you can
about
still have boundaries
boundaries
even when you're
100%.
Your face is in someone else's face.
100%.
And everyone needs that class.
Yes.
Like, we should just be building fake subways and shoving people in at rush hour and making them stand there.
It's a real thing, and it's hard to explain to somebody who has never experienced it. It's like, no, we're gonna go and we're gonna ride the subway with about 1 million of your closest friends. We're gonna get in here, and you may or may not make eye contact. Someone may or may not, keep that door open for you. But once there's a thing, it's I don't know if it's that herd mentality. I don't know what it is in just like the human psyche of it all, right? Where you're on one end of that subway car and there are about 50 people between you and the door
And the
that's
door.
getting ready to open. And somehow, while another 50 people are trying to get on, you manage to get out. And that is not an accident. That is an unspoken conversation, and that is a collaboration.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is 100% a beautiful collaboration between people that have an understanding of their surroundings.
And I think it's trusting the body more than the mind. My dad was a professional roller skater. And,
oh yeah.
he did the whole like rock step, and he would do the moves, and he would take us roller skating. And one of his early lessons was watch people roller skate, and you will see how many near misses there are. Sure, people fall, but the real magic is how many people don't. And they get so close, and it's the body that just does this, which lets someone inch by. It's not the mind. And the body just does this little tweak here, and someone inches by.
Yeah.
And that lesson from him is really one of like, trust your body more than your mind. Your body doesn't want to fall.
Right.
And so let it hold you up, which is probably a bigger metaphor.
I love that.
Your body doesn't want to fall.
Yeah.
Let it trust its intuition of how it should move through space so that you don't fall. And that's what you see on a subway. I think when, 50 people, excuse me, gotta,
yeah.
And everyone's just collaborating. As we wrap, any last thoughts? Any questions for me?
Oh, is it over ideas? That fast?
We could say.
Is it over that fast? Gosh, I don't know. Is there anything you want to ask me?
Big idea. I mean, we could keep rapping.
I don't know. Yeah. This has been great. I'm just trying to think. Is there anything I want to, is there a cherry on this Sunday?
Anything you want to feed the people?
I think I'm good.
My favorite thing about today, spoiler alert to people listening, I batch sessions in. So I do many sessions in one day.
Yeah.
I change my shirts. And I had this woman, Matha, here. And as Ida's walking in, Ida goes, Matha? Matha goes, Ida? Oh my God, we're supposed to link up, da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And then I said, I got Gina's coming in. And she goes, really? Stop, that's my girl. I love this. My network is so beautiful, and beautiful people know beautiful people. And I think that's the other thing about this craft, being an artist, just being a person in the world. We have to strengthen community. You put them first.
Yes.
In that energy, filling one's cup, your people.
Absolutely.
And who's around you.
Absolutely.
And you are a reflection of the people around you. And of course, I had 3 people in here who knew each other on their own.
Yeah.
Genius attracts genius.
Oh, that's another big word. Yes.
No, we all have genius.
Yes.
If you don't want to take it alone, I got genius. You got genius.
Yes, absolutely.
Jordan got genius. Everyone's got genius.
Yes.
And I get nourished every time I'm in these conversations with someone else's genius. So I'm grateful with you sharing that genius with me.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for sharing your genius with me.
Yeah.
I will say that community is incredibly important to me because for anyone listening who may not know, I'm of Cuban descent, and I'm first generation Cuban American, and I grew up at like in the throes of the Cold War. So my family, my immediate family, my blood relatives were in a place that I could not get to them. And so one of the most important lessons that my family gave me, because it was my mom was the only person from her family that immigrated. My dad was the only person from his family that immigrated, and then they made their family. And what I learned from them was your chosen family is your lifeline, is as important. And so, because I've always had to choose family, because I was surrounded by chosen family, and I understood the importance of choosing family, which is, again, your community. I'm a huge, huge advocate for keeping your community strong, keeping your community fed. Um,
How do you do
and
that? How do you do it? Yeah.
Make a phone call.
Make a phone call.
Make a phone call. You know, cook a
Do
meal.
you mean make a phone call and not a text? Are you using that word very
I'm
specifically?
using it very specifically. Yeah, I mean, sure, you can you can write a text. I also I love Marco Polo, because you get to see somebody's face and they get to see the intention, and they get to, that whole thing. But anything that says, "Hey, I'm thinking about you," and making room for that call,
Yeah.
right? Making room for the call, making space for the call, making space for that FaceTime, because we're all over the place, and if we're lucky, we're working and we can't always just meet for lunch. Um, make space, make time, make space. Save your energy for those people
Yeah.
in your life.
That's our time, y'all. I hope you were gifted the way I was gifted, with a bunch of knowledge and wisdom and love. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.